You know, perhaps the one luxury brand that has undergone the greatest transformation over the past few years has been Lincoln, the Ford subsidiary, which has been trailing behind the other luxury brands available here in North America, really has had to reinvent itself, and it has done so by shedding less popular brands and models. It has been redesigning itself to appeal to a broader audience, and we're starting to see some of those results. They have a whole new list of brand new SUV designs, and the newest one to come out is what's beside me here. It is the 2020 Lincoln Aviator. It is a mid-size 3-row SUV. It has 6 seats in this case. And if you were looking at Lincoln for a larger family vehicle and the Navigator was far too large, I mean it is for me and I'm sure it is for others, well, this fits a gap that they had in their overall product offering. So this 2020 Lincoln Aviator is something that I've really been looking forward to checking out, and it is the feature of my latest review. With this next generation of Lincoln design, we're seeing an overall exterior appearance that to me is more modern and attractive to a wider and younger demographic. The Aviator intentionally uses a lot of horizontal lines along with a sloping roofline to generate a look that to me is modern and aesthetically pleasing. The signature front grille looks great combined with the adaptive pixel LED headlights and running lights, as well as air intakes at the bottom. The back end, however, doesn't offer the same level of appeal as the front. I'm not sure how it could be improved, to be honest, but to my eye anyway, this vehicle looks much better from the front and sides as it does from the back. My tester came equipped with the optional 22-inch machine alloy wheels up from the 20-inch standard size. Stepping inside, the new Aviator offers perhaps the best indication that the designers at Lincoln have gone to great lengths to create a luxury brand that distinguishes itself from the mainline Ford offerings. Plenty of soft touch appointments and a unique center console are among some of the noticeable items that establish this as a premium luxury branded vehicle. Both driver and passenger front seats are designed using Lincoln's new perfect position concept that was first seen in the new Continental. They offer up to 30 different adjustments with the goal of creating the ultimate level of comfort. The problem for me, though, is that achieving that goal is remarkably cumbersome. There is a learning curve associated with the multiple power adjustment options that are found on the door as opposed to being at the side of the seat where one is typically used to finding them. There are also adjustable features and even a massaging option available through the center touchscreen. And while it all sounds highly advanced and luxurious, I was longing for something a little more simplistic, even if it didn't offer me the same level of customization. The Aviator can seat up to 7 passengers, but the tester I had came equipped with second-row captain's chairs, which brought seating down to 6. Accessing the 2 seats in the third row can be done through the press of a button. Third-row seats are small, with a limited drop to the floor and only 29.1 inches of legroom, so it really is suited for children, which is important to keep in mind. The center console provides physical touchpoint controls for climate and audio. Here is where you'll also find a drive mode selector, cup holders, and internal storage spaces. Now inside the large storage area is where the cordless phone charging system is kept. I actually quite like the idea of having our phones charged wirelessly but tucked away, thus removing the temptation to reach for your phone while driving. The only drawback is that the Aviator doesn't offer a reminder chime when you turn off the ignition to check for your phone like some other vehicles do. Now because of that, I had a couple of instances during the week where I forgot about my phone and walked away, only having to head back to the car to get it later. The electronic gear selector buttons are arranged just above the center console in a horizontal layout. It took me a bit of getting used to, but is a better way of doing so than the vertical stack we saw on the MKZ. At the top of the center stack, you'll find your 10.1-inch floating touchscreen and the start-stop button beside it. There's something about the positioning of the start-stop button that seemed unnatural to me, but I'm not sure there's a better place for it given the overall interior design. The steering wheel is also rather unique, and it's also one with a bit of a learning curve required. Now, I get the sense that Lincoln wanted everything about this car to be unique, such as the talk button being housed into the wheel where your thumb might be if you were holding it at 10 and 2. Like the seats, it's nice, but I kept wondering if it was totally necessary. The Aviator offers an optional heads-up display that provides a large amount of information and one that I enjoyed using. Now, you can probably go too far with the amount of things you project, but with this system, I never felt overwhelmed with details. Audiophiles will enjoy a high-quality Ravel sound system in the Aviator that comes in a standard 14-speaker or optional 28-speaker layout. I always enjoy a great OEM audio system, and this one certainly delivers. The LED driver instrument display offers a full host of customizable features with readouts that are clear and easy to read. Cargo capacity can be either good, very good, or not so good depending upon seating configurations inside. With all 3 rows of seats up, the Aviator offers 18.3 cubic feet of space, which isn't a lot if you're going somewhere with 6 or 7 passengers. Put down the 3rd row and you'll have 41.8 cubic feet of cargo, which works well if you're traveling as a group of 4 or 5. And when you really need to haul something larger, fold down both 2nd and 3rd rows for an impressive 77.7 cubic feet of cargo space. Getting behind the wheel of the Aviator was a pleasant surprise. My Tester was equipped with a twin-turbocharged 3-liter V6 engine that put out an impressive 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. Put the Aviator into Excite Drive mode and you'll go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about 5.5 seconds with a great torque response to go along with it. The engine is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now the Aviator also comes as a plug-in hybrid, which is known as the Aviator Grand Touring, and that hybrid powertrain is said to offer close to 500 combined horsepower and over 600 pound-feet of torque. It's a vehicle I plan to review later on this year, so stay tuned for that review as well. A unique driving aspect of the Aviator comes in the form of its optional air glide suspension system. The system replaces traditional hard-coiled springs with air bladders that are adjusted to optimize the softness of one's ride. It also offers a series of preset ride heights, such as Showroom, which is a lower height that looks more impressive at rest. As you approach, the suspension will lower further to make entry as easy as possible. Now when driving, it will lift to its highest position for better capability, but when driving at highway speeds, it will lower again to maximize aerodynamics and fuel efficiency. Combined fuel economy for the gas-only Aviator is posted at 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers or 20 US miles per gallon. I didn't quite achieve that in my week, but winter driving conditions likely factored into my week-long combined number, coming in at 12.3 liters per 100 or 19.1 US mpg. The Aviator is well equipped with a host of driver safety technologies, including their new Lincoln Co-Pilot 360 technology. Now included in this offering are enhanced features to adaptive cruise control, such as the ability for cameras to read speed signs and automatically adjust the cruising speed to the posted limit. The Active Park Assist feature has also been enhanced so that a driver no longer needs to manage the accelerator or brakes when engaged. Overall, this is perhaps the most complete and technologically advanced luxury offering from Lincoln that I've driven, and one that certainly caught me by surprise. Too often in the past, Lincoln got knocked for producing vehicles that really didn't look that much different or much more of an upgrade compared to their Ford, the counterparts. So that was a knock that was justified, and in this redesign language that we're seeing with new vehicles such as this Aviator, it's clearly increased the differentiation. This Aviator is clearly and undeniably a luxury vehicle. It may be built on the same platform as an Explorer, but this is, make no doubt about it, a luxury vehicle. It's quite opulent inside. There is tons of technology, maybe a bit too much in some cases. It's not always as intuitive. You can be overwhelmed, I think, with sometimes when you put so much tech into there, but it's not really a negative knock against this vehicle in a harsh way. It's just something to consider for easier planning going forward. But overall, I really think that this Aviator is going to be a serious contender in this mid-size luxury SUV category. And I guess I would only say to the competitors, the other luxury brands, if they for the longest time really never gave Lincoln much of a serious consideration as a threat, you might want to take them a little more seriously now. This Aviator is a winner. That plug-in hybrid is going to do quite well, and overall I think they've done some great work here with this overall new design. That's it for this review. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. There's plenty of ways for you to keep connected with me, so check out some of my social media links, suggested videos, and I'd really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.